Ntate Maloyi, matsogo.
No, thank you very much, MEC Tlapi, and thanks for the promotion because the last time I checked, I was still the acting premier, not the premier. So I'm not sure. You might know something that I don't know. So no, I think firstly let's establish Metlapi, who is here. Because it is important that when you speak, you must know the audience. Because in the process, having known the audience, I might change what I'm supposed to be presenting today. So firstly, let me understand who is the audience. I might be saying, long live President Cyril Ramaphosa, long live. Only to find that this is not an ANC meeting. I might be talking about people who must come and invest in the Northwest and tell you what are the challenges in the Northwest. Only to establish that we don't have investors, but we have people who want tenders. So I need to know who am I talking to. Before we get into details, who am I talking to, Honorable Tlapi? Who is here? Do you possibly know?
Premier, he is going to tell us. Can you come and tell us who is here?
Good evening. Good evening, Premier. In terms of the crowd we've got here, it's a selection of local and international business people who are potentially interested in doing business with the Northwest Province in different fields, from agriculture, infrastructure development, housing, health, education, and so on. So we have selected the best people that we can get, and we believe that they will work with you together to move the Northwest forward. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, in my other life, as the provincial chairperson of the African National Congress in the Northwest, I met a delegation from China. Are they here? They are not here. Okay. In my other life, as the acting premier of the Northwest, I invited a consortium from Iran to come and invest in the Northwest. Are they here? Or they are not here? Yeah, so it means my speech is going to be very short today. It's going to be very short because Love More has already spoken. What is it that we have in the Northwest? Where do you want you to invest on? And Red, is it Tau? Pax Tau. And Red Tau also indicated where is the SEZ and why you must invest in the SEZ. So they've covered a lot of ground. And I suppose before I arrived here with my team is led by Rechauke here. They should have explained to you as to what is the purpose, why we are here. Now, I'm going to be very short because I have no time to waste time. Time is not on our side. Time is seriously against us. And you'll understand as I speak, because I'm not going to refer to what I have before me, having been told who is here. Now, from the presentation of Love More, what you must have read from it is that Northwest is the richest province in the country. A richest province in the country which is very poor. Very poor. Do you get what I mean? It's the richest province in the country, but it's very poor, Northwest. The second part of it, the highest unemployment rate is in the Northwest, over 53%. That's the highest in the whole country. It's in the Northwest. And Northwest is the richest province in the country. It means something somewhere is not right. Something somewhere is not right. And we need to get to the bottom of this thing. What is it that is not right? In order for us to fix what is not right. And we need to do that thing with the necessary speed, because we unfortunately do not have time. He spoke about mining and beneficiation. 70% of the platinum in the whole world comes from this province, and from Bojanala in particular. 70% of the platinum. I'm not sure whether is there anybody from the Council for Geoscience in this meeting. It's not here. The majority of all these minerals that we have in this country are in the Northwest, and in Bojanala in particular. But if you go to Bojanala or any other area in the Northwest, as you enter any area in the Northwest, the first thing that you smell is poverty in the Northwest, despite the fact that we have all these things. Honorable Mohono will talk a little bit as she closes. I'm not saying she must present a speech, but about agriculture. Agriculture is the backbone of the Northwest province. And some of you will agree with me that during COVID, the agricultural sector was not as affected as other sectors of the economy. But we still have this high unemployment rate in the Northwest. We have 2 airports, and they spoke about those airports. One of those airports is Pilansbeek. The other one is Mahikeng. Now, when I had a session with the Chinese delegation earlier this year, they were saying we want to fly direct from China into Sun City, but we can't, because the state of that airport leaves much to be desired. It's not in a good state. And we have neglected that airport for quite some time. And for us to get investors into the Northwest, it means that that airport must operate. Tourists, for an example, when they come from other countries, they fly to O.R. Tambo International Airport, and they must drive from O.R. Tambo International Airport. Some of them are saying, we are no longer safe, because when we drive, these buses that we use and so on are hijacked on the way. That's why we want to fly directly. Because Pilansbeek and Sun City is a tourist destination. In our countries, that's where we want to go. But we have an airport that is not functional, Pilansbeek. And by the way, we have an international license for that airport. So we want people who will put money into that airport. That's the first thing that we want. We want to, as we go into 2024 next year, there must be movement in that airport. So maybe somebody might want to volunteer. We want your money in that airport. We want you to work with us. We can partner with you. That airport must operate. And that airport is going to generate a lot of revenue for that province. Some few years ago or a year ago, we have built some other resort. Is it in Bakubung? That most expensive one and so on. Those villas. And in Sun City, they are extending, what do you call that thing? Yeah, it's villas. Yeah, let's call them villas for now. Whilst I'm trying to remember what is the name. Vacation club. But for us to fill those villas to capacity, that new extension to capacity, we must get people coming into Sun City. We must get people coming into the Northwest. And people don't want to drive into the Northwest, they want to fly into the Northwest. And when they fly into the Northwest, they must land somewhere. Where they are supposed to land, the airport is not up to standard. So that's the first thing that we want you to invest on. So hopefully as we go out, somebody will volunteer. Or how much do you want? The Chinese delegation was saying to me, it is not about money. Let's sign papers and so on. Unfortunately, they left the country before we could do anything. Now, we spoke about mega cities, and the presenter was very quick when he spoke about mega cities. Possibilities are that it is not his field. That's why he said, no, let's move quickly. Next item. Now, investing in those mega cities is an important thing for us in the Northwest. An important thing. You know, I was telling other people that if Dubai was a desert and today is something different, why can't we do it in the Northwest? Why can't we do it in the Northwest? And we can do it. We just need people who have money to come and invest in this province. This province has got a lot of potential. Now, amongst yourselves, I hope as we go out, there will be volunteers. Because investing in those mega cities is not a donation to the state. Because those mega cities, at some point, they will also be able to generate revenue. So we want people to invest in those areas. We want to change the face of the Northwest. Northwest must no longer be the same again. Is there anybody from the mining sector in the Northwest in this meeting? Oh, I hear yeah. Which one is that? Is it Lenko? The lady? Where? Now, we don't want raw materials to go out of this province. We don't want raw material to go out of this province. We want a complete product to go out of this province. Whatever you do with gold, with diamond, with platinum and so on, you must do it here. You know, when the president was speaking earlier today, he was talking about South Africa. That these raw materials must not just go out and so on. He was talking about this, your big English beneficiation. So those things must happen in the Northwest. I think I told the MEC about my dream. Can you remind us what was my dream? She has forgotten. Now let me tell you what was my dream. And you'll pardon me, those of you who are from the mining sector. Because normally my dreams do come true. I had a dream. And in that dream, something funny was happening. I was leading the people of the Northwest who were closing all these mines. And we were saying to them, you can't mine in this province and not invest in this province. That was a dream. And by the way, let me remind you, normally my dreams do come true. And this is not negotiable, by the way. I said to you earlier on, I have no time to waste time. Time is not on our side. So this is not a joke, it's a serious thing. These mines, they must invest in the Northwest, not where you are mining. Because I met one of the gurus of these mines and so on. He was saying, no, MEC is not a problem. I will meet with the COSI and the community when we draw our SLP. We'll then see how do we invest in this area. We don't want you to invest in that area. We want you to invest in the Northwest. So we would want you, those who want to invest in the Northwest, if you have ideas, you must come. Because once this dream come true, we might want to get those who are serious about the Northwest to go and do this work. And those who are not serious about the Northwest, they must pack their bags and go. And it's not a threat. They must pack their bags and go. Northwest will never be the same again. We can't have the highest unemployment rate in the country when the economy of this country is in the Northwest. It's not possible. It can't happen. It's either you are with us or you are not with us. And if you are not with us, go back wherever you come from. So this is what is going to happen. I have requested, by the way, the MEC for Economic Development to arrange a meeting between myself and all the CEOs of these mines. Only 2, I'm told, have confirmed. Others have not confirmed. At a political level, let me remind you, because I see there are some of you who are from these mines. Let me remind you, at a political level, I'm the head of this province called the Northwest. That is so you better pick up your socks. You better pick up your socks. You know, we have launched an important program in the Northwest called Operation Tunzaleroli. Let's simplify it in English. I might be correct. I told you that English is not my first language. Operation Tunzaleroli is accelerated service delivery, where every Friday all public representatives, members of the executive and everybody will go to municipalities and do work there and do what is expected of us. Unblocking sewers, fixing street lights, patching potholes, unblocking blocked projects and so on every Friday without fail. And I've said this program is not a program of the public sector only. We would want the private sector to be involved. We want the private sector to be involved because we want to change the face of the Northwest. So we would want you as well to invest in this project. What do you call these dams? What do you call them? The what? Yeah, tailings. Yeah. They are all over the province. Why are we not using those things for the benefit of this province in order for our roads to be the best roads in the whole country? You know, I was telling the Minister of Transport, and she She disagreed with me because she was the last speaker. So I could not respond, unfortunately. I was saying to the minister, there's something funny again in this country. As other national roads. And I made an example with N14. That when you drive from Krugersdorp, it's a nice one in Gauteng. Then there's a board, welcome to the Northwest. As you enter there, it's bad. By the time you arrive at home, you need to check your car. Because possibilities are that other parts are left behind. And it's a national road, it's the same road. And I said, there is something wrong about this thing. And we can't tolerate it and we can't accept it. In her response, she was saying to me, no, it is because of the traffic. Maybe it's huge trucks and so on. When Sanral do these roads, the standard is the same. I differ with her. I fundamentally differ with her. I could not respond because she was the last speaker. So we can't have that type of a situation. So our roads must be the best roads because we have all these mines, we have all these things that we can do. Yeah, that's not my area. I'm just like Love More. Yeah, Love More could not speak about mega cities. So we need to change these things. Now we need people with brains. And I'm not saying we don't have brains in the Northwest. We need people with brains who can come sit with us and we must share ideas. What is it that we can do to improve the situation in that particular province? And the unfortunate thing, I said to everybody that I don't have till 2024 May or August or whenever. We don't know when are the elections. I said my deadlines is till December this year. Very ambitious deadline. Some of them, including the HODs, were saying to me, MEC, that is not possible. You always talk about applying the SMART principle. Can you come up with some timeline which is realistic and achievable? I said, no, this one I'm not going to change. That deadline will remain. By December, when we do an assessment, there must be a difference in the Northwest, in all areas. Now, I've interacted with municipalities because more often than not, some of the investors or people who are doing business with the Northwest government, they will tell us that there is no cooperation from the municipalities. I've met with all of them. All of them. And I said to all of them, all of us, our focus is on service delivery, not all these things that we are doing. I've met with contractors, HOD Human Settlement. I want to meet with those contractors of human settlement on the 16th in Sun City. On the 16th at 8 o'clock in the morning. Diarize it. This is how I take decisions. On the 16th. Now, contractors who don't perform in the Northwest, they will never again do business with the Northwest government. Never again. The Minister of Human Settlement was telling me that in the Women's Indaba, which took place in Kimberley, some contractors from the Northwest wanted a meeting with her because they are complaining that I've terminated them. Some of them, I've scaled them down. I said, yes, indeed, I did it and I'm still going to do it. How do you build 500 units, RDP houses, from 2013 to 2023? How possible is that? and you want to say the MEC can't terminate, it must be business as usual. It is not possible. Now the MEC for agriculture, I was telling you that she's doing very well on food security, because food security is on top of our agenda. I also wanted to do very well on food production, because food production is equally important. Because without the Northwest, some of you will go to bed hungry, because all these things that we are eating are from the Northwest. If we decide to close our borders, if we're a country, and close our borders and so on, you'll have to run to Ukraine and Russia. Now we are not a country, unfortunately. But even there we must make sure that with agriculture and so on, we create more jobs. So, you know, I became a member of parliament 8 months ago. 8 months ago. I became an acting premier 2 months ago. It's 10 months. 8 plus 2 is 10. It's almost a year. I've passed my 100 days in office. There must be something that I must talk about. I must write home about something. And for me to write home about something, I need your cooperation. I know amongst you there are those who want tenders. Those who want tenders, you must go and do your work, and you must perform, finish your projects on record time and so on. We'll continue to do business with you. Those of you who have money, who want to invest in the Northwest, Northwest is open for business. That province is now a construction site. We have decided that we are no longer going to take a very long time to take decisions. We take decisions immediately. So come to the Northwest. We might be having challenges now and so on, but Northwest is the place to be. Gauteng is surviving because of the Northwest and other provinces. I know all of you like this place. There's nothing here. It's just nice buildings and so on. There's nothing. They depend on us. If you can check, some of them, they are in the Northwest, but they are from Gauteng. All of them, they run to the Northwest. Lovemore might also be from Gauteng. If it's not, no, but Lovemore is Zimbabwe. Even those from Zimbabwe, they are going to the Northwest. Everybody knows that the future is in the Northwest. That's where the future is. So let's change the face of the Northwest. Let us work together. We have had a lot of instability, particularly at municipal level, both administratively and politically. Some of you will recall that before September last year, Northwest was on fire. Each and every street was almost closed. People were burning tires and so on. The situation has now changed. People have now got confidence in the current leadership. They want to work with this leadership, because this leadership gave them a message of hope. And we need to be true to or loyal to our own decisions. And we can only do so if we work with you, if we work together. I see at the back there is the gentleman from Netherlands. Is it Netherlands? Yeah, can I ask your name? I've forgotten your name. I just saw you now. Yeah, I remember you are from the Netherlands. Yeah. I know him because early this year I convened what I called a human settlement summit when we were discussing alternative building technology, and he was there, and I visited his project in Lanseria. Very nice project. Very advanced and so on. So those are the things that we want to copy in the Northwest. So I'm inviting all of you, ladies and gentlemen, come to the Northwest. Northwest is open for business. We will work with you. And we are all going to benefit. The people of the Northwest will benefit. You will also benefit. But what is important, Northwest will be something that we'll all be proud of. I went to China, and we were driving from Beijing to Guangzhou. Is it Guangzhou? And we passed another, I don't know whether it's a city or what is it. Is it Tencent or Shenzhen, something like that? I don't know what was it. When we passed that area, construction was taking place. After 3 days, when we came back, yeah, it was a serious city, man. So we can do it in the Northwest. We can do it. We just need people with stamina and energy. That's what we need. We can do it in the Northwest. Yes, we can. Is that not Barack Obama's thing? Yes, we can. Barack Obama. Is it not his thing? Yes, we can. We can do it. Yeah. I get a HOD. Yeah, we have no time to waste time. Yeah. That's the HOD for human settlements. She's older than me, but she's got the energy and the stamina. She doesn't sleep. We hold our meetings normally at 5 o'clock in the morning because I said to them, we must get into a meeting at 5 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock we are done. Everybody must go to work. Can't be holding meetings at 8 o'clock and so on. So she's used to it. At the beginning, she was complaining. And by the way, she's also a pastor. Some of the meetings, we hold them on Sundays. She missed about 6 Sundays. Because we are holding meetings at 5 o'clock on a Sunday. She could not go to church. What is saving her now is this new responsibility of this acting premier thing. So I'm no longer holding this Sunday meetings and so on, but I'm coming back. So we are going to work. So ladies and gentlemen, Northwest is the destination. Talk to us, we are here. We want to make a difference. Invest in the Northwest. And you will not be wasting your money. You will not be wasting your resources. I can assure you. Thank you very much.